Could you please send us this document in Word or WordPerfect? We have some proposed changes to the agreed order that we think could be handled more expeditiously through a return red line of the draft. Thanks.
The defendant has requested a copy of the proposed agreed order in WordPerfect format, which is attached hereto, ostensibly for the purpose of proposing modifications. Counsel has not advised us of the nature and extent of any proposed changes. Plaintiff has already signed the original agreed order as drafted, reviewed the transcript from the TRO hearing, and we believe the agreed order as drafted accurately represents the agreement of the parties and the court proceedings of September 3rd, 2010. In the interest of time, please circulate all proposed changes, if any, this afternoon via email to all parties.
On behalf of counsel, attached is the following. Tenant's red line version in WordPerfect on order on emergency joint motion to expand receivership as drafted by FCB. Please note that I encountered a problem in the printed red line version in section 5, pages 9 and 10. The letter G should be letter F. However, the version in which the changes are accepted is formatted correctly. Thank you.
The document you attached is not a red line. In fact, it is substantially different proposed order. It does not identify in any way the vast differences between it and FCB's proposed order. It is not remotely as drafted by FCB. We will withhold further comments about its contents and the apparent motivations behind the Thompson Group's unreasonably tardy counterproposal until we have an opportunity to further analyze and discuss it. We are not optimistic that a motion to settle order can be avoided.
I have redrafted document and sent for your review. If approved, I will send to you for your approval. I am faced with time pressure, so will be filing objections. A copy will be faxed to you. My cell number is 800-7000.
Sorry we missed you yesterday. Proposed order needs to be amended to provide for the lessee to maintain the status quo and the receiver to be ordered to obtain a license to operate the nursing homes. Please correct and submit for approval. Thanks.
Going to the doctor's office to get an x-ray for a respiratory illness. I do not recall status quo or similar language in Judge Parrish's order, but will look at it again. I will also look at the language she ordered on the receiver, compare it to language I proposed when I get to the office before I leave for Chandler and Shawnee. I cannot get to the prior order in my draft at this time.
The orders don't have to be identical. The essence is what is important. These orders should be streamlined.
The motion for expansion of the receivership as to the nursing center yesterday afternoon. You scheduled a hearing on a requested temporary restraining order at 1:30 p.m. on Friday, December 17, 2010. Do you plan to put on witnesses or introduce any documents at the scheduled hearing? Please let me know the names of your witnesses, if any, and their expected testimony Monday morning. Would you also let me know Monday morning if you will introduce documents, and tell me when you will be able to produce copies of these documents in advance of the hearing. Thank you in advance for your anticipated cooperation.
You already have all the documents.
This isn't that complicated to me as to what they're trying to pursue. What bothers me is the inability of the lawyers in this case to communicate. There has become just a lack of civility. And obviously you have a long history, but your history is not with me. The lack of civility concerns me. The allegations of misstatements concern me. The order says what it says. Judge Parrish's order says what it says. I can read it. You all should be able to read it too. I don't care what your negotiations were leading up to it. That's what the order says. That's what it is.